arm. Where's our little ghost boy?
Bazaar!
Jesus, what the fuck? Hello everybody, welcome to Killer Overexplained Ghostface Edition. This is a series where I take a deep dive into my gameplay and explain why I do the things I do, and try to overexplain the killer a little bit. Hopefully you guys can learn something new, but without further ado, let's start talking about perks. Oh, and if you guys already know everything, you know all the perks, you know how the killer works, just skip to this time right now. For starters, we have Lethal Pursuer, one of the most important perks for Ghostface, in my opinion of course. At the start of the trial, you will see all survivors' auras for 9 seconds, and anytime you see the survivors' auras after that, it'll be for 2 seconds longer. Paired with that, we have Darkness Revealed. Whenever you search a locker, all survivors within 8 meters of a locker are revealed to you for 5 seconds. 7 seconds with Lethal Pursuer. And do keep in mind, Darkness Revealed has a 30-second cooldown. To round out all of the aura reading perks, finally I have I'm All Ears. Anytime a survivor performs a rushed action within 48 meters of you, you will see their aura for 6 seconds, 8 seconds with lethal, and this one also has a 40-second cooldown. Last but not least, we have our gen regression in Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. 4 hooks will become Scourge hooks, and if you hook a survivor on one of those hooks, the gen with the most progress will instantly lose 15% of said progress. Now, for add-ons, Ghostface actually has a lot of add-ons that aren't too bad, but if you are learning Ghostface and trying to figure out his power a bit better, I recommend Philly and Wally's Matchbook. Philly will decrease the time it takes to mark a survivor by 20%, and Wally's Matchbook will decrease Night Shroud recovery time by 6 seconds. Both of these kind of just make Ghostface's power easier to use and more frequently available. But what does Ghostface do? Well, his power is actually pretty simple. He goes into stealth using his Night Shroud ability, basically losing his terror radius and his red stain. While in Night Shroud, Ghostface can stalk, and if he manages to stalk a survivor enough, he can mark the survivor and they can be insta-downed as long as that survivor is marked. Do keep in mind, Night Shroud can be broken by outside factors. A survivor staring at you while they are unmarked, getting stunned, and swinging your weapon can all break you out. Also should be noted that Ghostface can lean against objects and peer around corners to mark people faster, and also he marks while standing still, much faster. And never forget, Ghostface can crouch. Obviously that's not everything you can do with Ghostface. There's so many small and cool things you could do with his very simple power, and I'm going to be showing you some of those while we play the game. So, let's get into it. Oh. Are we just... I played 3 games. Are we just sending me to bad maps each time? I might just try and skirt around the outsides. I think you're actually a really good stalker. Thanks. Well, the main thing is I have to... What I try to do when I'm stalking is I try to plan the route, so I'll like walk around corners to avoid being spotted. This is the main reason I like Lethal Pursuer on Ghostface. I can see where they are early and plan my route to stalk early. He saw me. Now normally I would just chase him and mark him, but because of Lethal, I know where 2 other survivors are. Try to 99 your marks and then trigger the mark when you're closer to the survivors so they have less time to run from you. Okay. Not bad of a start. Not bad of a start. We have another pain res over here too. Now we need to find a locker. And then we also need to find that Steve who we 99, unfortunately. See, where's he at? That one. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs here, and no wait, this is Steve and 2 injured people, right? So me going this way, my plan there was to go upstairs and just stalk some of the people that just got off hook. That way I would have them prepared for later. But I realized if I go up there and I stalk Steve, I will mark Steve early and I might not be able to get the down because he's too far away. Oh, that was bad timing. He's probably gonna throw this immediately, yeah. When a survivor is marked, they are going to throw every single pallet they can to not get downed. In fact, I would recommend Spirit Fury and Enduring on a Ghostface build if you guys ever want to try that too. Nice. Okay. We need to find the Jane though. Big problem, another problem with this map is a lot of the gens aren't too close to lockers. There's a few that are close to lockers, but many of them aren't super close, you know? Excellent advice for any killer. If you know the map you are playing on, you will know how to use your perks and mind game better. Alright. For instance, once again, lean, please. Lean, please. The lean can be a little finicky, but we can make it work. I don't know why I didn't lean against that tree, but that'll do. Okay, so the Nia is the one that... I keep saying Jane, but it's the Nia that's been sitting on and doing that stuff. When you hook somebody, try to avoid line of sight. They can still break you out. Everyone's just kind of hiding right now. Understandably so, since that's a Ghostface. They don't want me to find them randomly. Okay, so there's two people. So what I said about map knowledge earlier not only dictates mind games, but it also dictates where you can stalk from. Always make sure you know angles. Always make sure you know angles that you could use. There's usually going to be some weird finicky thing on Shack that you can utilize pretty well. Like maybe someone has distortion and that's why I haven't seen them yet. No, I saw all four of them in the beginning, right? It can't be that. I get this hit, I think. Yep. Don't be afraid to use your Night Shroud mid-chase. Hiding your red stain and terror radius mid-chase can completely confuse survivors. Nice. That's I'm all ears lethal pursuer value. Let's go. So that's 2x Jane, 2x Steve, 1 hook Ada, and 1 hook Nia. I know that Nia's injured, but I'm stalking her for later. Oh. That's fine. Getting a really easy hit for no reason is pretty much the same as just being able to... I mean, think about it. If you get a free hit, that survivor is 1 hit down until they get healed again. So technically it's a mark, but longer. So take your free hits. I think that might have been Light or Balanced Landing. No, not Balanced Landing, but they got like a random speed burst. It might have been Sprint Burst for all we know. We can't uncloak just yet, because even when they're dying, they still can reveal us sometimes. Like, where am I hearing that? Is she like walking into the house right now? What the fuck? She just vaulted something. Nice dead hard. That's a double pain resonance now. Fantastic. I hear Steve, don't I? Yep. Well, that's not Steve, but I thought I heard someone. I'm surprised you stayed so close. You should have left this up for the Steve. I wonder why Steve isn't even here, actually. There's the save. I guess this map is kind of good for Ghostface, since he could sneak about pretty easily. She should have just ran. Steve just dropped down next to me. He's like right over there somewhere. wait for them to fully die so they don't reveal you. What's up? Oh, dude, I saw your scratch marks, man. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. There we go. So, what went well? Why did this game work so well? Well, I knew survivor locations, and since I knew and had map knowledge, I could use the map to sneak up and get stocks off very easily and get nice downs. Keep in mind, Ghostface is a little map dependent. If it is a wide open map, survivors are going to see you coming and you may not get a lot of marks off. He is a tough killer, but if you know what you're doing, he is very rewarding. I hope you guys learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.